What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all do me a favor, man. Mash that subscribe button as soon as you come into the building if you hadn't already. What the airlines have to do after the Delta Airlines crash. Guys, everybody's seeing it, man. Between the Washington, D.C. crash, between the crash in Philadelphia, we've had smaller crashes. Out here, there was another crash out in Arizona, I believe it was. It's more plane crashes than we know what to do with. And because this country is divided, it's not going to be fixed politically. Some people blaming Trump, some people blaming DEI, all this kind of stuff. But we got to remember, guys, in charge of every flight is a pilot. So I'm coming with a solution for these airlines and what they need to do. If you believe, no matter what you believe, this is the actual solution to know what's going on your flight. And guys, if I go book a flight right now, if I want the flight that's flying an Airbus 380, if I want the flight that's flying a CRJ, if I want the flight that's flying a 737 MAX or Airbus 321 or Airbus 350, I see it right there. Right? Y'all remember when the 737 MAX, that Boeing kept falling out of the sky? They had 3, 4, 5 crashes or something like that. Y'all remember that? And then they really started putting the emphasis on, hey, look, if you don't want to fly that plane, there's other routes that don't take that plane. And granted, we know there's last minute equipment swaps and all of that. But here's all they got to do, guys. I think right now the airlines need to let you know what pilot and their qualifications and expertise or any disciplinary actions going to be tied to your flight. If I'm having surgery with a doctor, I can go to the state board and see if they've had any complaints, see if they've had any issues, see how long they've been licensed, see if there are any issues with their license. Well, guys, we're going to have to start doing the same thing with these pilots. I was watching Benny Johnson's show, and he talked about how the lady who was flying that plane, there was rumors that she had only had a certain amount of hours, very limited hours, that when she landed that plane. And I've been watching some other YouTube channels showing, why the plane dropped the way it did. And guys, I would have loved to known, if this stuff is true, I would have loved to known if I'm flying with a experienced pilot, qualifications, or if I'm flying with somebody new. That's gonna make a big difference, guys. And we all talking about the politics of this thing, and Trump, DEI, no matter what side you're on. Put the pilot qualifications. Click here if you want to see the pilot that's going to be scheduled to fly this plane. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can take another route. At the end of the day, guys, it's always the pilot that's in charge. If a plane crashes, that's what it comes down to. And so I think we got to get to that point. We already got the data. The schedules are already put out in advance for all the airline employees. We need to start letting people know that, look, man, we ain't got to invade your privacy, but if I do that for surgery with a doctor, I can see everything they've done. We need to start doing that with these pilots, guys, because these planes dropping out of the sky and these people who are up there, they got issues just like all the rest of us have. But we at least need to know it, because just like I can choose to not get on the 737 MAX, I need to choose if I want to fly with a pilot who just got his license or a pilot who's been doing it for 35 years and has fighter jet experience in the Navy or the Air Force. Guys, this is a simple fix. And ain't nobody talking about this. Y'all hearing it here first. I should be able to click on the pilot, who's going to be the pilot and the co-pilot. And do I want to fly with them just like I picked the plane I want to fly on? I know if I'm going to Dubai, I don't want to fly the 777. I want to fly the 380 and sit in business class. They give me that option to be able to see that. I need more information about who's flying the plane, and they could put that right on the email. And if there's a last minute swap, you give me a chance to change my route after you tell me who the pilot is going to be replaced with. Airlines can do this today, and then we're not dealing with the political fallout of what's happening right now and who's to blame. But I think it's time for us to know who's in that cockpit. And the airlines could easily upload it, because the flight attendants and the pilots already know which planes they're using, because certain pilots got to have certain certifications on certain jets. We need to know this stuff and how much experience they have. And even though it won't stop crashes, guys, it'll at least give us some more confidence of getting on that plane, man. Y'all get down in the comment section. Y'all think Jeff crazy, or is he on to something? If you hadn't already, man, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, and until next time. I'm gonna holler.